Good evening and happy holiday, dear friends and co-workers. This is Efrat from Jerusalem. Thank you for being here. It is hard to find the words to express the emotions that are flooding and overwhelming all of us here. This is a double celebration. The return of 20 hostages alive to their family, end of the war, and the holiday of Simchat Torah, which marked the conclusion of the annual Torah reading cycle. A deeply organic and authentic fusion of Israeli and Jewish identity. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. For weeks, I've been describing the vast gap between the government and the people, the society, the human fabric of this country. The live broadcast of the powerful rally took place at Hostages Square last Saturday, attended by about 400,000 people, is this picture. It shows the dramatic moment when a powerful and authentic chorus of bull erupted as Whitekopf mentioned the name of Benjamin Netanyahu. This says it all. He distilled and clarified that gap more than over 1,000 times. The cry was heard, "We are not our government." Every single one of the hostages' families members expressed deep gratitude to the tens of thousands who never gave up, who for 2 years protested, demonstrated, and shouted. A cry and a unique solidarity that ultimately reached the ears and the heart of Donald Trump, who applied pressure to end the war and bring the hostages home. This historic rally illustrates the hope, the healing, and the repair, the strength of Israeli society, and the victory of the Jewish commandment of Pidyon Shvuim, redeeming captives, and the supreme Israeli value, we do not leave the wounded behind. And amidst the joy that fills our heart, we all here remember and acknowledge the heavy price, the fall of 915 soldiers, tens of thousands wounded in body and soul, and the captive and felon who still must be brought home. And today, I allow myself to say and to feel the pride of belonging to Judaism and Israel in the most beautiful form. Thank you so much.
Hello, this is Helen. Hello, friends. I have very little to add to this very emotional loaded day and a very eventful day. I myself am emotionally loaded too. And to see the complexity and the mix of this well-deserved joy for the hostages returning home, their families, and the whole country of Israel celebrating their comeback. You can see the love that exists for the people. And there's the declaration of the end of the war, which reminds a little bit it reminds me the declaration of the end of the Second World War, not to compare it, but it is that big for us. and to see the devastation of Gaza, and to see the people by thousands and thousands returning to their non-existent homes. It is quite an image. And it is a background for maybe initiating a new phase in the area. I can see it, and I wish it a sacred mission to repair and heal the long ordeal of violence and death that has been going on for generations here. So thank you, and your presence is a big blessing. Over to you, Uta.
Yes, I can also add that for me it is a very moving day today, with all that is possible potentially from what is happening at the moment, and also all that is not possible. I think also the 2,000 prisoners being released, Palestinian prisoners, out of Israeli prisons. Also, we need also to keep them in our hearts and their families. Yeah, very complex, complex situation that we can here together hold in our combined heart, our group heart, and I'm also very grateful that we can do this together here. So let us settle into our body. Taking a few breaths to touch our inner space, inner silence. Feeling our heart. Purifying it so it may hold complex situations in harmlessness. And collect our mental forces in the center of the head, aspiring to clarity. Expanding into an inclusive planetary perspective. Standing as souls in incarnation, in the will to equilibrium. As stable magnets. And let us now join together linking with each other, heart to heart. Mind to mind, soul to soul. And sensing our resonance, vibrational resonance, with all soul-guided servers around the world, in the Ajna center of the planet. Linking with humanity for a moment, just being aware of the human situation as a whole. And gently focusing in now on the Middle East region. On this area that is now especially highly charged, with the huge forces being put in motion around this current peace efforts. Just holding it for a bit. Observing it, remaining impartial. Being aware that what is going on now is an attempt to resolve some of humanity's very old karmic issues. As the whole world is looking on. Let us open now to our ashramic co-workers, into their protective presence and into their wisdom. And just standing with them for a moment in silence. Let us hold the vibration of the best possible outcome of the present dynamics in the understanding that true peace will be brought about by the relinquishing of old outworn forms, thought forms, claims, narrow identities, and by the awakening of the heart and of soul consciousness, and by decisions based upon good faith, aimed at the good of all. Let us call on the Lords of Liberation to aid us in this work of evoking the soul light in humanity and forging together a path for the saving force on our planet. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to humanity. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, Almighty One. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may we stand with massed intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth, the end of woe has come. Come forth, Almighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, Almighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, Almighty One, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end. See and sense a shaft of pure golden white light, broad and brilliant, flood West Asia. See a huge column of light pouring through all planes. Hold this column steady in the will to peace. See soul light flooding the mental plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the astral plane of the Middle East. See soul light pouring into the etheric physical plane of the Middle East, penetrating into the earth. See soul light joining with the Devic forces, transmuting the ancient records of vengeful beliefs lived out in blood, dissolving and purifying them into the recognition that every human life is sacred. Let us visualize the principle of the highest good of all gradually and steadily establish itself as a guideline for solving complex karmic knots. Let us now sound the great invocation in Hebrew and in Arabic to anchor this principle of the highest good of all in the Middle East and see it also manifest everywhere on the planet.
נקודת האור אשר בדעת אל, יזרום האור אל דעת האדם, ירד האור על פני האדמה. מנקודת האהבה אשר בלב האל, יזרום האהבה אל לבבות אנוש, ישוב מורה עולם על פני האדמה. מהמרכז שבו נודע רצון האל, תנחה תכלית את רצונות אדם, תכלית אותה מורי האנושות יודעים ומשרתים. מהמרכז, אשר נקרא המין האנושי, תוגשם תוכנית האהבה והאור, ויחתם הפתח אל הרע. יהי רצון, ויחדשו אור אהבה ועוצמה, לתוכנית על פני האדמה. אמן.
A great invocation in Arabic, الطلبة الكبيرة. من نقطة النور في العقل الإلهي ليشع النور في عقول الناس وليهبط النور إلى الأرض. من نقطة الحب في القلب الإلهي ليتسرب الحب إلى قلوب الناس وليرجع معلم الكون إلى الأرض. من المركز الذي تعرف منها إرادة الله لتقود الغاية إرادة الناس البسيطة، تلك الغاية التي يدركها المعلمون ويخدمونها. من المركز الذي ندعون بالجنس البشري لينتج تسمين الحب والنور ويختم على الباب الذي يقيم به الشر، ليجدد النور والحب والقوة التسمين على الأرض. Allahu Amin.